what we have here is a touch table based on the Microsoft Surface 2.0. Unfortunately for our show, it's a little too small for our needs. The Microsoft one only goes to be about this big, and right here we've got a 60-inch full screen where you can, line up 4 main actors from Five-0 around and they can play around with it. So we've kind of baked it using a large television on its back, and it's being fed from a Mac Mini about 100 feet away. We send an HDMI signal to the TV over Ethernet cables using a converter, and in the end we get an image here. And as you know on the show, they do a lot of things. They'll bring up files, they'll whoosh it around, and they appear here, which is on a monitor fed by another separate computer, and we make it look like they use it all as one fluid movement. In reality, I'm operating 2 different computers at once. So go like that, and just like that. That's all there is to it. It's as if TV magic really existed.
It's the moment we thought we'd never see.
I can't believe it. Look how you're dressed. You call yourself a cop.
I'm not a cop.
I ought to read you out like I did when I was your dad.
Yeah, exactly. You call yourself a cop.
Look at yourself. Look at you.
You're a mess.
Jesus Christ. This is an embarrassment to the uniform.
This is the first time we've done a scene together in 5-0. But we know what we kind of did is in the pilot he was on the phone.
Right.
And I was on the phone, but he was at home here in Hawaii, and I was in Korea with the Hess boy.
Yeah. How'd that work out?
It was not good. We're still in the ramification.
Yeah,
you really copped it. But so we keep doing this.
I'm not gonna let your brother go.
No.
Boom!
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Oops. Wrong thing to say. But we finally get a scene together.
Steve, tell them what they want to know.
Tell them. No, let's do it.
No, come on, Steve.
Last time we did a scene together in the same room was on 3 Rivers, and he was playing Uncle Nefarious, and I was playing the bad boy come good
surgeon guy,
top stuff cardiothoracic guy, and you were trying to pull me back into my old nefarious ways, and I fought against it.
You were having none of it.
I had none of it. I thought about it, but then I was like, no, there's too many lives to save.
And then the network had none of it.
Sure. How's your fruit smoothie?
It's quite excellent, thank you.
Here they go. Nice.
Gonna get wet?
All right, here we go. One, two. Kill it. That looks amazing.
Woo, thank you.
How many times do you want me to tell you? Jimmy Cannon did not kill my wife. We found his signature bullets at the crime scene, Reggie. He is a cold-blooded killer, but he's not gonna trust some low-level local like Bukai for a hit like this. He has too much access to major talent. Somebody set him up. And that's who we need to be looking for, instead of you in here interrogating me. Hawaii Five-0 is the #1 show on the air, so when they call you and they say they want to, put together a special role for you, it was an offer I couldn't refuse. I'm a big fan of the show.
I think it says really good things about the show, that people like Sean Combs would want to be a part of it.
You don't get to where he's gotten to in life by accident. He's really talented and he's really professional.
These are the tungsten bullets that I found on Pokai. Look at this.
Having someone like Sean Combs is wonderful. He's great to work with.
This is a team that I'm coming into. This is a team that's already used to working with each other every day. It's just been a great experience, and I've learned so much from them. How'd you know I'd be here?
This is where I'd come if I thought it was going to be a trap. It's so much fun in this industry to be able to collaborate with other artists.
The show is so well written, so well shot. It's a quality show, and it gave me a chance to do some action. That's how we do it. That's how it's done. When I was growing up as a kid, watching Hawaii Five-0, always remembering being in the kitchen and hearing dun 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 dun. This show is on, and it was always a cool show. You never know. Maybe there's a chance that the guys may want to come visit me in New York.
That'd be awesome. That'd be really cool. That one.
Traveling from NCIS Los Angeles, coming all the way over to Hawaii, it's like, you know, it's amazing. We're like the new kids on the block. You know, it's always nice to come and be a part of someone else's set. This is their house. You know, we're visiting, and we're having a good time.
It's great. It's a great change of scenery for them and for us. It's nice to have a different energy on the set.
Came in a few days early with my family and did some surfing and hiked up one of the volcanoes and just kind of seeing it all. We're being very touristy. It's pretty good living over here. We're having fun.
You know, being in LA, it's more of a structure, you know, they're on a real stage and feels a little more official. Here, we're just slightly a little more guerrilla.
We are chasing down Dracul Kamescu. There's been a smallpox outbreak, and we're trying to contain it. And Dracul has taken off with the remaining vials of smallpox. We've chased him through town. We've picked him up here at the International Marketplace, and we've spread out trying to find him.
Hey, how you doing? Turn around. We're just trying to get all these vials back so they don't spread smallpox all over the planet. Just an average day, just saving the world.
Like we have Scott Conn, Daniel Day Kim, and Chris O'Donnell, and Cool J, all in the international market in Waikiki, the center of everything. And I'm trying to shoot this little piece up in the hotel room with the sniper rifle, and meanwhile the actual gunfire is going off down there.
And everyone's been really cooperative, and I think there's a lot of tourists here, and I think they're just getting a kick out of watching the filming. And all the shop owners are being very cooperative as well.
I'm hitting the pool, I'm hitting the beach, you know, toes in the sand, a little water. This is something that we've all been excited to do. We couldn't wait to do it. It's cool, very cool.
Extra wide, right? What size was? Yeah.
cast and crew of Hawaii Five-0 have just a month and a half left of shooting for this season.
Well, tonight, cast members are spilling more secrets about life on the set. Terry Okita goes deep with the cast in our exclusive report.
Once we got past all the formalities and the serious questions, we wanted to know if they would open up about their secrets and guilty pleasures.
When the director yells cut, these crime fighters like to kick back, and kicked it with me for about 20 minutes. That's when I asked what would surprise people about them.
I'm pretty sensitive.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't come across that way.
See?
We find out Alex O'Loughlin is a big Metallica fan, and Daniel Day Kim hangs with the band's lead guitarist. Nothing earth-shattering, so we try to grill Grace.
What about Grace? I don't want to go there.
Grace. What can we say about Grace? That's
Well,
really
stuff that you guys know.
Things that people
freak me out. What about that? Yeah.
I wouldn't have guessed that Grace was such a party animal. Because she seems like such a good girl. So is that something that people would be surprised about?
I'm not really a party animal. I just like to go out and dance.
All right, Grace likes to dance. Alex listens to heavy metal music. We're determined to get something juicier. How about their guilty pleasures?
I'm not prepared to disclose anything.
No, but it's a good question. That's the most interesting question yet. Let's get into that.
For a moment, they actually tried to deflect the heat onto me.
She's never watched the show.
I have watched the show.
Oh, I love that. That's an awesome expression.
Either.
Wow.
Wait, guilty
Maybe that's our
pleasures.
guilty
What are
Go.
your guilty pleasures?
Go. No, you start.
Do we all have to say something?
Sure.
I'm not
Guilty
gonna say
pleasures.
mine. What is my guilty pleasure?
Glee is my guilty pleasure.
Is it?
Why is that a guilty pleasure? It's not a show that I would normally watch, but my son really loves it, so I watch it with him.
Someone right now is saying Hawaii Five-0 is their guilty pleasure.
Yeah, that could very well be.
Sure.
Unfortunately, no matter how hard I tried, gals, Alex just didn't give anything up.
No, all of mine are naughty, so I'm not telling.
They're well into the first season, and by now they've shrugged off comparisons to the original 5-0.
That's this thing we get asked all the time, you know, what's the pressure like of playing a character that's been played before? It's like, there is no pressure. Hamlet gets done every week, you know, it's the thing.
Which is very similar to what we're doing.
Hamlet, yeah, that's right. I thought I'd drop that in there because, you know, nothing is more analogous to the new Hawaii Five-0 than The Bard.
They definitely don't take themselves too seriously. And here's something interesting that they told me. It takes 7 days to prep for an episode, then another 8 days to shoot that episode. And they're just 4 of almost 200 people that it takes to put this show together. Terry Okita, Hawaii News Now.
Thank you, Terry. Yeah, a lot harder than it looks. And look who showed up to spend some time on the 5-0 set. The show put out an open invitation to Governor Abercrombie, and on Valentine's Day, he and his wife got a special tour. The spokeswoman says the governor was pleased with how many local workers are involved in the production.
Just a special tour, no guest role appearance?
Really? Yeah, he's a unique looking character.
Yeah, maybe they're kind of keeping that a secret, and we'll just have to watch and see, right?